All right, as a team leader myself and a brokerage owner, a big part of the decision to transfer from our independent brokerage over to Real Broker was the ability to benefit the teams, the mega producers, and the team agents in a way we never could as an independent. So what I've done here is I built a calculator like I've shown in some of my other videos. If you missed those videos, go back, look into my playlist around Real Broker. This one is a conversation specifically about teams and how this could work for you and why this solution is one of those things that you as a team leader should really want to consider, both for yourself, but also for your team agents who are leaning on you to give them the best experience possible in this business, to make sure they're on the leading edge of the industry, which most team leaders are. And that's why you've seen so many people leave the traditional franchise models into explore both EXP and Real Broker. Today, at the beginning part, is what you see on the screen, is a conversation about Real specifically and across the different plans available. And at the end of the video, I'll also go into Real versus EXP. Again, not from a place of anything but fact-finding missions, right? I had to go through this personally. I coach my agents through this constantly, so I figured I would share. So what you see on the screen here is a calculator I've built that allows us to input your current brokerage information, but then compare to the different ways you can join as a team into Real. Now, typically you'd expect, hey, as a team leader, I want the team plan. Now that could be the perfect fit for you, but it also might not be the fit because your agents have strong production and they want to take advantage of the full set of offerings, revenue share, agent capping bonuses, as well as share purchase plan opportunities, both pre-cap and post-cap. So if you have strong producing agents, there's a strong case here, which I'll show you, that it may make sense to just have them as solo agents under your team and charge them a split. But here we go. I put a typical scenario in here. And again, because revenue share isn't for everybody, team leaders, it is something that most people think about. So that might be something you reach out to me about so I can walk you through that, or look in through one of my other videos. But right now I've got 0 rev share placed in. I've got everybody opting into the share purchase plan because at Real Broker right now, it's incredibly lucrative. And the ability to own a part of your company's growth and success is fundamental to the belief that this model could be for you. So what I've got in here is, from my experience masterminding with top teams across North America, their teams are massively productive. So I put in here a team agent of 20 deals per year on an average sale price of $400,000 and then a commission rate of 2.5. Now, wherever you are in the US, 2%, 2.5%, 3%, sometimes even 3.5% for some of you rock stars, or even into Canada, if you're team leader, oftentimes the splits might be closer to 2%. But let's put in 2.5 in here because that's what I hear about the most. I've added in a typical brokerage set of splits where you're probably paying 80-20 to your brokerage. You've got some cap on it, 15K, let's put it modestly. You got a team split. This is what you're paying to your team leader, 50%, or if you're a team leader, this is what you're charging. There might be a small deal fee and then some monthly fees. And then you might have some traditional fees on top of all that for traditional advertising, local advertising funds, all of that stuff. So I just put in a pretty low cost side of what I see every day into the calculator. And this calculator brings out all of the specifics. It'll talk about your current brokerage. And then what I wanted to deploy here is right here, column 1, C, join Real. Joining Real is as a single agent, and you might have a team leader who you're paying to. But the single agent plan means you have the highest cap, you have full fees yourself, nothing's discounted for your team agents or you as a team agent if you're listening to this, and you're trying to potentially bring this opportunity up to your team leader. Team means at a minimum, your agents have to be charged a 25% fee. Now, for most teams out there, 50% standard, 40%, so 25% is very easily achievable. I'll explain the differences. And then the elite team, this is for those mega teams out there. In the case of Real, you need to be doing $100 million in volume per year to be able to achieve this, which again, for a lot of stronger teams, this is hit no problem. But it is a lot of ends, and it's not just for your small little teams that could achieve this. The differences here, as you'll quickly see, if you are of that elite team status, the company, you only have to pay $4,000 into Real Broker. If you're on the team plan, it's just 6,000. That's a half cap. But if your agents are on an individual plan, it's the full 12K cap. But as you can see, even at 12K, they're one of the most industry low split companies all around North America. Now, if I go down one further, brokerage fee, deal fees. There is a brokerage deal fee that kicks in post cap. At $80,000 at Real, we hit cap, right? If you're a full capping agent, then you will start to pay a deal fee beyond cap. On a team, you will hit cap earlier at 6,000. So the deal fee kicks in a little bit earlier. So of course you can see that's why the deal fee is a little higher. Now then, if you're a mega elite team, again, you've only got a third cap, a 4K to the company. Post that, you will have deal fees kick in after that. And you can just see that's how it changes. But the deal fees are much less than the splits. So quickly, let me just show you this average agent selling 20 homes a year in that scenario on a team. At Real, even if they went for the full plan, they're saving $6,000 a year. If they join the team plan, $8,000. If you're on the mega team, $9,000. Those are the gross savings versus being under the typical brokerage setup that I painted before. It is very hard for me to adjust these current brokerage details low enough where the Real plan is more expensive. It is very, very rare unless you're at a very discount shop, which most teams, strong teams, high producers are not. And those are the ones that maybe the discount model stays and works for you. This is where it gets really interesting. Again, the team structure setup. Full capping agent will get a $2,600 capping share reward. This is pure money in your pockets just for hitting the 80,000. If you're a half capper, you only get half the rewards because you've only gone to half cap. If you're a third capper, the same thing. So this is where if you've got strong team agents, you may not want to consider the other plans because your strong team agents should earn the right to have the best rewards because they are selling a lot. Now you'll see there's a pre-cap share purchase plan. So you can invest 5% of your money into the share purchase plan. And at the end of the year, they'll give you 25% free. That's what Real will do. Now, again, if you're on a team plan, it's a half cap, but it's also a half share purchase plan opportunity. So this is where you can, again, assess the situation within your team members. If you're on at the third cap, same thing. Everything just cascades down a little bit. Post share purchase plan. It's a 10% share purchase plan opportunity. They will gift you 50% of that at the end of the year. Incredible, right? Again, that does cascade down based on the team plan and then the mega team plan. So as you can see, there's some solutions here for you. But when I scroll all the way down, you will see that there's a net brokerage cost under the current scenario. This is pretty typical for a 20 deal year agent all across North America to spend around 20,000, maybe 15 to 20,000, right? And that's before paying your team leader. That is pretty typical. The net brokerage cost at Real as a full capping agent under this scenario only has you paying $4,000 to your brokerage, or even $3,000 on the team model, or even a little less than that on the elite team. You can see right here how the team agents will benefit so greatly by this model. Then of course the team leaders' production is much higher. Their benefits are even higher because it's very likely their brokerage costs continue to go higher and higher. All right, so annual net benefit versus current fees under this scenario is $16,800 over the other scenario. On the team plan, $18,000. Net worth, this is where I love coaching agents into the agent-owned model, such as Real Broker, where you're allowing your agents to not only sell houses at a fair price to pay their brokerage, but because of the share purchase plan, the share rewards, the capping bonuses that come. See, none of this have we talked about anything to do with agent attraction yet. And here we are sitting with a first year net worth bump that over 5 years at Real, this agent, your team agent, could be $158,000 to the better by just actively selling homes under your leadership, under the Real Broker opportunity. So that is what I wanted to cover. So for team agents and team leaders that want to potentially invest in themselves, be a part of something, right? We know you're a very strong group of folks that the Real Broker platform is one that you may really want to consider. Now, if you want to dive into your personal scenario and how I could potentially walk you through this, both in Canada or in the US, I'd love you to just to reach out. We get on a Zoom call and I can walk you through your personal scenario and give you the specifics, right? Because the dollars and cents matters. And oftentimes, many team leaders out there, you guys have it figured out, right? You're a team leader that has your own administration, your own marketing. And again, I haven't even talked about those opportunities here, but at Real Broker, they really want us as agents to elevate ourselves, to be the stars, to be the show, so that our clients look to our brand and our look. And at Real Broker, the compliance requirements are quite minimum when it comes to branding. So couple the financial wealth plus the ability for you as a team to elevate yourself, potentially kind of above that kind of locked in franchise brand. This might be something you want to chat about.